We are now recording. In
Hi,
progress.
Alan.
Well, hello, all you nice
We got
people.
a couple other people jumping on here. Yay.
Yay.
I'm going to have to mow the lawn in a little bit, so I'll jump off pretty soon.
Well, we better get all your questions answered quick then. Cool. Hi,
Hi, Scott.
Scott.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
Good.
Hello, welcome.
Awesome. Michael, do we have anybody else jumping in? Or are we good to get started?
There's nobody else in the
Okay.
waiting room. In fact, I'm going to make Jen oh, there's Lisa. Oh, Lisa's joining us. Yay.
Yay. Oh, cool. I know she was supposed to have an event this evening. Let's see if let her get on real quick. Maybe she's just going to listen in while she's at her event.
Hi, Lisa.
Welcome, welcome.
Hi guys, can you hear me?
No,
Yep.
Oh,
Don't listen to him.
nobody ever does.
Cool. Well, we were just about to get started. So welcome everybody. We're all things fall retreat. So if you have questions, make sure you ask. Um, Fall retreat this year is at Stanley, Idaho at the Redfish Lake Triangle A Cabin is where we'll be staying from the 10th through the 13th. Um, our focus is refocus and reconnect. So it's going to be kind of a lot of learning with some awesome PPI instructors and relaxing, some networking, some hanging out. We've all had busy years. So I think part of it is just let's relax, enjoy each other's company, chat about whatever parts you want. There's going to be some photo walks that will be open to do as at your leisure. I've got a schedule. I've got a few tentative things left, and then I'll be posting it. So those that are going, I'll probably just email it to those going so you can kind of see the layout of what the day looks like. Um, let's see. We, Where's my notes here? Um, are gonna start on the 10th. Check-in will be around 4 p.m. And then we'll probably end up having like check-in orientation. We're not going to be doing a class that night because last year at Fall Retreat, we had Heidi Swoboda from Washington came over and taught, and we just everybody was tired and exhausted from traveling and didn't want to retain any of that. So we decided we're just going to have a night of catch up on sleep, visit, hang out, and then we'll start off the next morning. So that's kind of what the first night will be. We'll have some campfires, some conversations, some s'mores. It's going to be fun. I will be sending out here. I was kind of waiting to make sure we had the majority of people signed up, and then I'm going to send out some emails on what to expect, gear to bring, what to pack, things like that. I'm assuming we're going to have some colder weather, especially in the morning times and the evenings. So you'll have to pack accordingly. We do have all the instructors are here this evening, so I thought I'd give them a quick minute to chat about their classes. But with the email I send out, I'm also going to ask questions of, is there any special needs? Do you have any dietary restrictions? Have you got lodging figured out? If not, let us help you with that so we can make sure. If there's anyone on the fence about going that needs help with any of that stuff, just reach out and let us know because we'd love to have you there. And I don't want anybody to feel like they can't come because they can't figure something out. So anyhow, is there any specific questions? I could go over the schedule. We're going to have themed nights for food. The first night will be Italian. The second night, we're going to do some barbecue. And the last night will be Mexican, like taco bar type thing. So, and breakfasts are going to kind of be a buffet of variety of things. So there'll be tons of options for you to choose what you like. There'll be some hot stuff. There will be bagels, croissants, yogurts, granolas, fruits, things like that. So there'll be a big variety. So breakfast will be kind of a grab what you want, sit down, eat, enjoy it with some coffee and some friends. Lunches are on your own. We will have bottles of water, things like that for you. But if you want anything in additional to drink, I'd suggest bring it. But yeah, if there's any specific questions, I'd love to ask away. Maybe first though, since the instructors are here, we could just have them give a little bit of information on what they're going to be teaching and maybe the gear that would be good to bring or what they suggest or recommend. Um, Anybody want to start specifically? We have Carly We have Dennis and Sherry and Lisa Jordan. And they're all really excited to talk.
You want to go in order of your schedule, maybe, if nobody has an opinion?
Lisa would be first on. So Lisa's the first morning. The first morning, her class doesn't require us to get up early for sunset. So there'll actually be an optional sunset
Sunrise.
photo walk. For those people that want to get up early and go on a photo walk, we can definitely scout out some locations. And those that want to go can go, and then we'll come back for her class. So, hi, Lisa. We'll let you just kind of chat a little bit about what you're going to teach and what to expect, what we need.
Okay, well, I am super excited about this. I think it's going to be so fun. Um, so I have some businesses that are going to donate some products and things, and I'm going to bring them, and we're going to do like a photo challenge of sorts, for kind of sort of geared towards commercial, but it really is just good for anything. So you'll have a product that you can take around the cabins or whatever with you, and get some different types of photos. And each one, it'll kind of be like a surprise bag where you're going to get a secret product. You don't know what it is. It's going to have a brief with it. We'll tell you what the client wants, and then you'll have your assignment, and then you can take the product around with you and get different types of photos. I think it's going to be a fun sort of challenge thing for us. And then, so we'll talk about, how to use the light inside and outside. And, I would say I don't want to make anybody do something that they don't normally want to do. Like, I'm not teaching somebody who doesn't use a flash how to use a flash or anything like that. So I want you to bring the gear that you want to use, and then we'll just talk about, how to use what you have available to you, to create a good photo. And that could be anything. I mean, that could be your cell phone if you want to. So I'm not going to dictate what people bring as far as gear goes. If you want to bring a flash, great. If you don't, that's fine too. And then we'll go off on our own and take pictures. And then I believe after lunch, we're going to get back together. And then I'll have everybody kind of turn in what they think is their best photo from their brief. And we'll kind of we'll have a discussion time, talk about, what's good about all the things. And, I've run marketing companies and been on the buyer end of things for several different multi-million-dollar companies. And so that's kind of the perspective I'm coming from, is like, if I can give advice on like, this is what a client is really looking for and things like that. That's kind of the angle I'm going at this with, just to kind of help people understand like commercially what people are really looking for, and especially now in 2025. But really, I just want it to just be fun, and we can kind of do whatever. Everyone just can do what they, really in their own style, the way they want to. And then we'll just talk about what's really great about everybody's stuff that they did. And I think that would be really fun.
I have a question.
Sure.
Lisa, are we going to have some level of instruction as to some of your tips or some education prior to us going out and shooting? Or is this just we go out and shoot and then we learn after we've done kind of our own version of what we do?
Yeah, you'll get tips. You'll get tips on, so we'll talk about, kind of an overview of like, commercial photography, what is it, and, what the clients are looking for. And we'll talk about like, because like I said, everyone's going to get a brief of sorts so you have a goal kind of to look like a goal you're working towards, right? And so we'll talk about the briefs a little bit, like what does it even mean? Like some people aren't in commercial at all, and so they don't even know what that means. So we'll definitely, so we'll talk about that. It's going to be broken down pretty simple for everybody, but then you can, learn the basics to get started as far as, some terms like that and whatever. So, yes, there will be, there will definitely be some education. We'll talk about basics of commercial stuff. what the client's looking for, and it'll be written down for you. That's what a brief is. It's basically instructing you of what the client wants. So you'll have your brief. Okay, the client wants such and such. Let me go out and try to make this happen.
Nice.
Yeah. And I think like Lisa and I chatted, she's going to start with like an introduction, talk about those things, give everybody out their assignments. After that, she's going to do a demonstration on some things for a little bit. And then after that, you'll be able to have free time to go do your shots. I think we'll break for lunch and then we'll come back and then we'll do the review discussion type thing. Is that how I think that's what we had chatted about. So just so you kind of have an idea how that will work. So it will be morning into after lunchtime a little bit.
Nice.
Anybody else have any questions for Lisa? Okay, so then after Lisa's class, we'll have a little bit of some open time to like take a break. And then we'll go into Dennis and Sherry's evening class, which is environmental portraits. And I'm super excited about this one too, because we have some pretty environment. And so I'll let them chat about their class real quick.
Well, we're both excited. This is what we do a lot. Even when I have my huge studio, I end up doing more portraits on location. So we're going to be really emphasizing on finding the location, finding the light, and then once we find the light, adjusting the area to fit the client's needs, the clothing, and we'll bring some supplementary lighting if we need to. We can adjust from there. And so it's going up and now we got models. We're just going to shoot each other up there. I mean,
Um,
photograph up there.
I sent you an email, so check your email because I do have a potential model that lives here, but she goes to school in Dillon, Montana, which is about 4 hours. She has a horse. Um, and she's totally willing to travel over for us that evening if you would like for her to model. So read your email that I sent you, and then we can chat about what your needs are for models.
Is it
Um,
email? Because I haven't seen that one yet. But anyway, well, I'll talk.
okay.
I'll
Yeah.
chat with you tomorrow for sure.
Yeah.
So, Gary, do you want to add anything on that?
Well, we're doing landscapes and then we're going to stick some people in them. So mine's the Reader Digest version of the description.
Yeah. So in your guys' class, you'll be doing like demonstration, talking about those things on location, and then is there gonna be shoot time for people to also capture their own shots and practice these techniques?
That's the idea.
Yay. Okay.
So it'll be a lot on composition, lighting, how to best utilize the lighting, adding it where it's needed. Definitely some posing instruction. And Dennis, are we doing critiques?
Well, if they want to shoot and later that night, if they want around the conversation, if they want to bring something, we could certainly have them bring images and we can certainly critique them. So that's not a problem. I have no problems with that.
Yeah, we can definitely add that in because the theme for that night's barbecue, but after that it's campfire conversation and we could do critique. So for those of you that wanted to chat about your stuff, that would be an open time to do that. We don't have a whole lot set in stone that you have to do. It's kind of just going to be casual and whatever we want to learn and talk about and discuss. So, and then the next morning, I mean, if you guys have questions on that session, the next morning, Dennis and Sherry are also going to jump into landscape photography for a sunrise shoot. And so they'll be doing that one as well.
Yeah, we'll just get you all up and get out and going. Our numbers will probably diminish by depending how much do the night before. But yeah, we'll find some good locations for everybody to go to create some beautiful imagery. And again, we can look at those later as well. In the evening time. So we're just looking forward to being out there and hanging out and looking for landscape, finding the light, composition. So it's kind of what I've been doing for the last 4 weeks straight. So I'm ready to keep going.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. How many of you guys here, just out of curiosity, have been down to Redfish Lake to Stanley? Just a couple. Okay, I have not been there. So planning this whole thing, I've driven through it, but I've never actually stopped. But I tell you what, when I drove from northern Idaho to southern Idaho and drove through Stanley, I wanted to turn around, stop, and go back. Like the mountains, everything was so gorgeous. I've been seeing some social media posts this last month, which I've been sharing with Dennis a little bit. Some different locations people have been posting what it looks like right now, and oh my gosh, they're gorgeous. So I'm super excited for all this stuff and the outdoorsy things. put some people out there and some landscape stuff. So, um,
So
anyhow,
for
so that's the morning class for the second day.
real fast,
Um,
they need to bring their tripods, any camera
Thank you.
longer lenses, but tripods.
Okay. Tripods, everybody. For your class the night before, are you going to be adding in lighting or is it all naturally lit?
Yes and no.
Okay.
We can do both. I'm gonna
Okay.
have newer lighting along with some reflectors.
Well, the
Okay.
landscapes won't have extra
Well,
lighting,
the
right?
night before, Sherry, we're doing environmental portraits.
Yeah, for that was specifically, I guess I asked for environmental, just so if they need to bring anything besides a lens. Do you guys have suggestion of any kind of gear that you would like to for either class?
24 105 and 7200, and well,
Okay,
works great for me.
awesome. And tripod for the landscape class. Cool.
What's a tripod?
I've seen your tripod. It's bigger than
Whoa.
me.
Yeah, and I heard you, JR, say something about like some night shooting when you were in Croatia. So down here, unless we have some goofy weather, this should make some really pretty stuff. So you'll want your tripod and that kind of gear too for some free shooting at night for those that want to go out and adventure.
Yeah, I've shot at night out there before.
Yeah,
So
very cool.
Yeah, I saw Scott Croswell. You do Milky Way shooting, is that right? Yeah, so if you
Muted.
You're on
come, you
mute,
can
Scott.
you can show us the way you do that if you want.
Yeah, I'll find out Saturday if I'm able to make it or not. But
Okay. It'd be really
Awesome.
fun. Yeah.
if I do, I can show you what I do for Milky Way. And we're going up on the 26th with my buddies to do a Milky Way shot in the evening in Stanley.
Oh,
Oh, really?
cool.
So
Wow.
Oh, very nice.
That's
Yeah,
coming
we
right up.
tried that last year and our weather just didn't hold out. We found beautiful spots, scouted for them for fall retreat, everything set up until fall retreat happened.
yeah,
We got clouds. So that would be fun. That would definitely be a fun shoot in the evening for those that wanted to partake. So,
yeah, and you
yeah,
can do it
let's,
early in the evening too this time of year.
yeah, very cool. Okay. Let's see. So then we'll have some other little things, some more downtime during midday up there, and to go explore a little bit around for lunchtime. Then in the evening, Carly is going to be doing a class on moments of magic with family and kids. So we're going to try to have some models for her to be able to do that. So I'll let Carly chat about her class real quick.
Yeah, so I know that everybody kind of knows me as Boudoir, but when we were still in England, I was doing between 3, 4, 500 family sessions a year. That's including mini sessions, but because I shot so many mini session events, I was doing 20 families a day, and I had to be quick, and I could shoot basically full sessions. And I want to. The whole goal, sorry, my assistant is being really needy right now because this is her second baby run around the schoolyard time. But I mainly just the goal is kind of show how I shoot family sessions, and I get a bunch of like we kind of started with pose, but I'm not too super pose because if you know me, I'm kind of unhinged. So that's why I like working with young kids so much is because you make it a game and it's a lot of fun for them. So I'm going to be kind of showing how to get like the nice, I call them the grandpa shots, the wall hangers. And then I prefer the candid lifestyle, true personality stuff. And so it'll just be a lot of kind of how I find locations, how I use light. Because when I'm working with these families, with the young kids, I'm by myself. I don't have the desire or the need to do any kind of outdoor, like external lighting or anything like that. So it's all natural light and all of that. And then just how to recover temper tantrums, how to deal with dads that don't necessarily want to be there, and just overall how to make it fun and quick. And just it's a lot of fun because the fastest way to get a lifetime client is to manage the chaos and get some good images out of that. So yeah.
Love it.
Very nice. Finding the calm in the chaos. Yay.
Controlling
Cool.
the psycho babies better than this psycho baby. And then I shoot, as far as camera like gear goes, just whatever you normally shoot portraits with, because I'm trying to get the kids to move around and run around a lot. For I don't shoot prime lenses anymore. It's going to be a 24 to 70 or a 70 to 200, but probably I'm 70 to 200 almost all the time. So I recommend zoom lenses.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any questions for Carly or any of the other instructors on anything you might want to know to help you prepare? Everybody's quiet tonight. Cool. Well,
I
thank
would
you,
like to
everyone.
say that I'm super excited and all of those sound so fun. And I want somebody to volunteer to drag me out of bed on Sunday morning because I'm not a morning person, but I want to do the landscape stuff so bad, and especially in the morning, but I need help.
Just remember, it's hard to get up, but once you're up, it's worth it. Yeah.
Let me.
Yeah, and Dennis and Sherry are fun. We went to Scotland with them and we had some early mornings. And I tell you, I love being up in the morning. I hate getting up in the morning. I will talk myself into laying in bed. So I will come pound on your door and say, "Come on, Lisa, let's do
I
this."
have a morning person that drags me out. I love it when I'm out there, but getting up that early is painful.
I will have coffee on and snacks. It will be good.
Okay, good. I'm not alone.
All right. Yay. And thank you, Lisa, for being here. I know originally you had some events you had to do this evening, so it was a surprise to have you. So awesome. Okay. So
Yeah, I was
after
just shooting a big
Carly's,
corporate event.
whoop, whoop, you muted yourself.
Oh, I was at a big corporate event all day long since 6 a.m. and just got home just in time to jump on.
Oh, well, thank you. It's nice to see your face. Um, After Carly's class, we'll do a dinner and another campfire night with some fun. And then the last morning is just going to be a open, say our goodbyes, eat a good breakfast, and hit the road. Pack up and be out. Checkouts, depending on where you're staying, but we'll be wrapped up before 10 o'clock. And those that need to check out by 10, 11 o'clock can do so. Let's see. So, what other things would you guys need to know? For those that are on the fence about going, is it just a matter of your schedule, time? What can I help with?
I have a question about lunch. If lunch is on our own, is there a place if we were to bring some munchies we could store in a fridge? Are there
Yep.
places close by we could eat at that we would have access to know? I mean, I know it's a very small area, but
I've never been there to know exactly, and I'm hoping it's not a spot where there's like a lot of seasonal things. However, all the leftovers from meals will be going in the fridge. You're welcome to heat them up, eat them, whatever you want to do. There's a big refrigerator at the cabin lodge that we'll be doing classroom time, that we'll all congregate where the fires will be, where we're all going to kind of powwow together. There's a Carly's got a buddy. There'll be a fridge there. You're welcome to keep stuff in there. I'm going to bring a couple coolers with ice so people can do that. If you want to bring your lunches and just hang out at the lodge and visit and not really go anywhere, you're fine. I'm going to allow, I think it's like an hour and a half or so. I'm still finalizing the details for lunch. So we make sure we have time to get there, time to order if you want to go out with a couple people. But definitely, you're more than welcome to just stay right there at the lodge where we're doing classes. And there's going to be microwave, refrigerators, there's room in there. So by all means, you can bring your own stuff too and
Okay.
just hang out. So a good question.
I know there's a couple restaurants in town in Stanley too.
Okay.
So
I saw them on the map that looked like there were some options there, and they're all very close by, it seemed like.
Good.
Yeah,
Okay.
one right at the hotel that's right there in the crossroads. I was just going to offer if anybody wants, since we're doing environmental portrait and things, if anybody wants to bring some attire and things, we'll be happy to do their portraits while we're up there. Something kind of fun if you want something done.
Fun.
So
That's
anybody wants
generous.
a new headshot or do a portrait, we're
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the things we were kind of chatting about was, it would be a good time since all of us are professional photographers there. You got professional photographers and you got people in need of headshots. So very awesome. I think that would be a great thing to take advantage of that and get some cool headshots. I know I need a new one. It's been a hot minute since I
Me
had
too.
anything done of myself that I can actually put up. So yeah, very good. Thank you,
Yeah.
Dennis.
Amy, I know you
Yeah.
were talking about allergies and stuff like that. Are you going to send something out, or do we need to contact you, or what do we need to
Nope.
do?
I'm gonna send out an email with a little questionnaire to ask about allergies, to ask about any dietary restrictions, any needs that anyone might need for any reason whatsoever. Make sure everybody's got a place to stay. So I just was gonna wait till after this meeting tonight, and then the next day or two, I'm gonna put that together. I'll send it out to everyone that's on the list that signed up so that I can make sure we're okay with our food and so forth. Yep. So yeah, that will be going out. Last year, I sent a big detailed email out to everybody that went to let them know, driving directions, all the things. So we'll make sure we do that. If you have questions, though, specifically that I don't touch on, please just get a hold of me. I'd be more than happy to answer those or find an answer for you.
Knowing that this is recorded and maybe some other people will hear this, I would love to put out there that I am looking to share a room. Sounds like there is one lodge room that actually has 2 queen beds. So if there's even up to 3 other young women, young ladies that want to share that room, that would bring that room cost to a fourth of the price. So if lodging is of concern and you're another female out there that would like to roommate, I don't snore, and
Yeah.
I'm happy to share. So
Yeah. We do have a couple rooms in the lodge we're at. If somebody needs a room that are not spoken for as of yet, that we can rent out as part of our lodge package. So let me know if you're looking. We do have a couple of those rooms, and then we have, like Jen was talking about, the one she's talking about, it's a cabin next door that can be rented. It is still available as of yesterday. I double checked. It has 2 beds in it, microwave, all that kind of thing. So if there are 2 to 4 gals that want to share and split that cost, it becomes quite affordable. I did post that on our social media pages a few days ago for those interested that can maybe make some arrangements. So I was trying to help arrange some people with rides. There are some people that have offered, to grab somebody on the way through. I think that was oh, what's her name? The life member gal, Mary, is it Mary Lou?
yeah, Mary Lou
Okay.
Osland.
I think she made a post that she was driving through a specific area if anyone needed a ride over that wants to share fuel expenses. And Jen's looking for a roommate. So absolutely.
I think the only person from right here driving that way from Meridian area is Larry Skibisky, right? I'm looking at the list because
Yeah. I just
okay.
had it up a second ago.
Yeah, because I wouldn't mind carpooling. So I don't know if you want to do that or not, but
Yeah,
maybe
but I did
that's
start 3 social media things on our pages. I will, for those that are going, I will put that in the email so that everybody knows who's going, so you can contact each other and share that way. It would be nice to do that, have a buddy. I will be driving up from northern Idaho down, I should say, not up. I'm driving down. Lisa Elport, she's a new member for PPI. I've offered for her to ride with me, so we'll be riding together. So anybody else that wants to jump in with us is more than welcome to do that.
It's always fun to carpool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like 9, 10 hours for us. So it's going to be a
wow.
little bit of a jaunt down there. But yeah.
You're
So if anybody is
amazing.
going that way and we're going to pass by, you can jump in till we're full.
Love it. I'm
All
so
right.
excited. This is going to be I think right now, the craziness of the world is going to be great to just get out in nature, be with friends, enjoy just taking pictures for fun and learning, and no high stress stuff going on. Just
Nope. This year's going to be a little more relaxed. Last year we had a lot of class, and some horseback rides and things like that. This year's going to be kind of a chill. I think we all need it, and fall retreat should be that. We should be deserving of some relaxation. And instead of going and creating more work for ourselves, I think we need to take a break from it. So it's a little bit of a refocus this year. So I think that will be fun. We'll definitely have learning, we'll have team building, we'll have lots of chat time, conversation, which was a lot of requests from last year, is to have a little more downtime. So I think we've allowed quite a bit of that. So that should be good. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to getting away from, I hate to say my garden, but it's consuming my life. But maybe I'll bring a whole bunch of zucchini for you all. No. Anyhow, it will be nice. It's just gonna be nice to get away and to get our cameras out and do some things we love to do. Because I know doing client work, things like that, after a while, you're just going crazy, especially this time of year. So I'll be good.
Huge shout out to Amy, and I know she's had some help here and there with her team. So just wanted to,
Carly's
yes.
Amy's handling it. She's a boss.
Oh, Carly's been on it. Katrina, everybody's busy. So trying to all get on the same page is a little difficult sometimes with our schedules, but we manage. So, but yeah, let me know. Reach out with any questions. I know that Jen had a couple other things that she was going to chat about.
Oh, yeah.
Fall retreat. Go for it.
Okay. And by all means, interrupt me with more fall retreat stuff if something comes up. Super short though. You may have seen an email coming out about that we have committees. And I know that we're mid-year. It's not like the beginning of the year, but we've had some vacancies open up for helping out on some of our committees. And we could really use your help. There's multiple areas in which you could help, but most recently, we would love to see if there's anybody out there that would like to help us with member spotlights. So as new members come on board, we've got a form that they fill out. So it's really easy. We send them a welcome packet. And then when that form is filled out, then we need somebody to just take that information and post their picture and their little spotlight information on our group page. So that's one little position. And then the other is we like to highlight people when it's their birthday. So you may have seen Andrea's been doing that for a while and done an awesome job, but as many of you know, she's come mid-year as an actual board member. So she's wearing lots of hats, helping with a ton of marketing. And then, so that's just one aspect that we could really use help. It's a simple job. I mean, and Andrea could tell you what it is. Maybe it's not as simple as I make it out to be, but we like to post on social media and send an email out tracking those birthdays. So if any one of you guys find you have just a little spare time, doesn't take long for either one of those, just occasional, let us know. And we also, if you are looking to earn merits towards any of the PPI degrees, service is something that helps you earn any of those things. Of course, there is some baseline criteria for that. So talk to us. We'll let you know if that's a good fit for you. We'd love your help. And I'm sure other committees might have other areas they need help as well. So if those two things don't really also our magazine is another area that we put out once a quarter that we could certainly use more help in filling those articles and getting things together. And if any of you out there are use Canva and like doing graphic design, that's another area I'd love to have another person besides myself that can manage kind of designing that magazine each quarter. So
We also have space on the EDU committee as well, so we could use help on that.
I have a question. I haven't seen anything about the membership committee since this past spring, so I'm just making sure I'm not missing something.
You're not. We were trying to have our board huddle, and then I was going to have schedule another meeting. So that is something that I would love to do. If we have another person that can join that membership team, which would be the person helping with the member spotlights and birthdays, both are memberships. So I was thinking if we could get additional people and then have a meeting, that would be perfect. But if we don't get anybody, we still need to have a meeting because it's been some time for sure. Thanks, Sherry, for pointing that out.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Anybody that wants to participate, help earn merits for your degrees, just have input, like as a member, those of us on the board and some of these committees, it would be really nice to see some new faces and participation, or if you have ideas to share that we can make PPI better, we would absolutely love to hear what that could be and what that looks like so we can incorporate it. So, very nice. Thank you, Jen. I did think of one other thing, fall retreat related, but to be thinking about if anyone has an idea for fall retreat 2026 so that we can set a date now and have that already in the works for next year, let me know what your thoughts are. If there's somewhere in Idaho or what have you that you would like to go that we went to before that you'd like to revisit, that would be awesome.
I have an idea, and before I lose it, what about the Bruno Sand Dunes? Which is
Bruno?
like, isn't it called Bruno Sand Dunes?
Yeah,
Sand dunes So I was supposed to shoot there this weekend. As long as we get it coordinated, because there's a permit, there's a fee, and none of them really know what they're doing. Like the guy that I talked to, he's on the committee for like the photographer outreach, like the fees and stuff like that. He said he's trying to reform it a little bit, but he's not really making any headway. So it's a possibility. It's a campground down there, but yeah, it's a possibility.
Okay. Yeah, it just like the things for fall retreat the last few years that I've been doing it is you've got to have a location and a place. There's got to be rooms. There's got to be a place, to put it all together within a reasonable drive for reasonable cost on everybody. So that's
And
one
with
thing that we need to
class
consider.
space
Sorry, Sherry, what?
and class space.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So it's got to kind of have all the little stars aligned to be able to do it the way we've been doing it anyhow, unless we revisit fall retreat and decide to make any kind of changes going forward that we want to do something different. So we're all ears on that too. If you're loving fall retreat, let us know. If you're not and want us to rework something, change things, let us know.
I have an idea, but I'd love to know if this is a crazy idea or something that, I mean, because I think it could work, but we've never done it. And I think I've thrown it out there before, but maybe it just didn't stick. Have you ever guys wanted to go to McCall for a fall retreat?
I actually was thinking about that the other day. McCall, we snowmobile down there.
Mhm.
So there's lots of Airbnbs and all kinds of things because it's a
There's a
church
lot of
place.
Yeah, there's lots of cabins, and
It's
I think
it's pretty.
it's very popular in the summer, but once school starts up and things start getting a little cooler, then I don't know if those close down. If let's say it was in September instead of quite as late as October, but I think maybe they'd be more available once the summer's over. But there's a lot of beautiful views, and there's obviously the lake itself,
Yeah.
and I did a senior shoot out there and discovered this really beautiful. The whole time I was shooting, I'm like, I want to take our PPI group here because it's got so much variety and just a small little. It's called Charlie's Place anyway. It's like a memorial. It's public, but it's not run by. It's not public I think it's private, but it's public or allowed. Does that make sense? So you don't have to have permission. But anyway, I can show you guys. If it was a place we go to, it's a place that you could take models and you have quite a variety of landscape things there. And they've got structures and little water features. And it's kind of a really cool place. Anyway, I liked it.
Yeah. That was a thought I had as well because we do snowmobile down there and it's lots of options I think that might be a good route to look at. Thinking earlier though, September-ish instead of into October, especially for snow and driving and the passes. Unfortunately for this one, the time slots were very limited for Stanley of what was available, so we went with what we could take. But in the future, I'm thinking like earlier to mid-September would be nice before we get our fall color for those that do client work outside. Do you guys have any thoughts on that as well?
I agree with the earlier personally. October is just so busy. It's crazy, crazy
Yeah,
busy.
that wasn't what I wanted to do either, but we got down to the nitty-gritty and it just was all that was available. So I would like to do it earlier. I was just kind of getting a consensus of who else would also like that to happen. I know it's called fall retreat, but even the end of August, first part of September, I don't want to hit like holiday weekends for families and stuff like Labor Day, but I
Yeah.
definitely think if we could plan ahead now for that
Well,
next
we're
year.
work around our schedule to be able to figure some out because we already got a Ireland workshop planned in September next year.
What are
It's
your
already
dates, Dennis?
I'll send them to you. It's
Okay.
like middle of September, actually. 2
Okay.
weeks.
Got it. Yeah, there's always stuff going on. I mean, it's hard to plan a good time, just kind of like with print comps and everything else. It's like trying to figure out who and what other affiliations are doing this, that, and the next thing. And so we're not doubling up with states next to us. Michael?
I'm just waving to Bob. He's leaving.
Mm. Thank you guys for all coming. So if there's not any other questions,
I do have a question. I was just wondering if anybody on here has ideas to get some more people to sign up for fall retreat. It's a larger crowd, so if you have ideas of how to get involved, people signed
Yeah.
up, I'd love them.
Even if you know you can't make it, but you know of a friend who would enjoy something like this, please pass it along. Let them know we're a friendly bunch and we'd love to hang out with them. So,
Yeah, non-members can come. There is also a companion pass if you want to bring a spouse. I forgot to mention that, dang it. You can bring a spouse or a friend or another fellow photographer. Um, and it's $85 to bring somebody that covers their meals. They can hang out, visit, sit around the campfire, do all that. They can't go to the classes without paying full membership with the instructors. But yeah, if you want a vacation with your spouse to come, by all means, it's kind of fun to be able to bring them along, get to know everybody in our affiliation, what we're doing, and see where you go sometimes during the year. So that is available. But yeah, it can be for non-members too. Last year it was 50-50. We had 50 PPI or 20 PPI, sorry, 24 people. Half were PPI, half were non-members that flew in, drove in, whatever. So that was fun. We got to meet some different people and grow our little family out beyond PPI. So more the merrier.
How many people do you
So
have signed up for this year?
what's that?
How many people do you have signed up for this year?
We have 4 instructors. We have 6 attendees as of right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love to get a couple more.
Got to get those procrastinators off their seats.
We've had just as many people in the last couple days sign up as the rest of the year. So I think people are just kind of waiting to see what's going on, see if it fits in their schedule, see what they can afford. So, but yeah, whoever is wanting to go, we need them to get on that so we can get food prepped and so forth. So let me know what I can help with if you're on the fence about going for whatever reasons. We'll see if we can't help somehow. I have had a couple other people say that they're going to sign up that just haven't yet, and they were checking on their finances. So we may have another handful of people, but I would love to see some more there. I just want to come see all you guys. I live way up here and I don't get to see people and you guys except for convention. So it's kind of my getaway time. And then, well, JR, other than he ditched us for Croatia, no. But he was hanging out with some cool people. I know.
We had 6 people from Idaho on that trip.
How many?
6.
6
nice.
people.
For Scotland and well, we had Wynn and everybody.
Nice. I'm excited to hear more about that. So first Friday lunch for October, we can still have a first Friday lunch. I'm going to be fishing, so I won't be there. So I'll put out a message. Normally it's me, sometimes JR, Annie, Lisa came last time. I usually drag my daughter down there. She'll come and visit with us once in a great while. We've had some 4-H kids show up, but this next one, I will be on a fishing trip with my parents. So I'll be traveling. But y'all can still get together if you guys want to up north here and have lunch without me. I just got to remember to put that out there on our pages. So in case because we did have a few other people last month that are new members that are down by the Coeur d'Alene area that found out about it and some up here. And they said they'd like to go the next time. And I said, uh-oh, that's the time I won't be there. But I don't have to be. So cool. Well, if nobody has anything else, thanks for coming and chatting with us. And I look forward to seeing everybody that's going to be there.
Amy, call me tomorrow.